What it do, what it did, what it does. How y'all doing today? We are going to pick right up where we left off from last week. So Abraham, Sarah, Lot, and all the servants now live in the great land that God gave to Abraham. Now God helped him have many sheep and cows. And his nephew Lot had many animals too. And the servants helped take care of all of the animals. But soon, there were too many animals in one place. Sounds like my family reunions. So Abraham's servants wanted grassy land and water for Abraham's animals. And Lot's servants wanted grassy land and water for Lot's animals. And the servants did not want to share.
This sounds like a classic case of the
I want that, no I want that, no I want that, no I want that
predicament. Scholars have been baffled at this dilemma for centuries. And if you want to find the answer, whereforth just need to looketh is into my mother's scholarly published folklore. On page 237, paragraph 5, she states,
You want this, and you want this? You know who gonna get it? Nobody.
And that's what my mama did.
But that's not what they did. So they didn't want to share, and everybody began to argue. Abraham said to Lot, We must not argue. Our servants must not argue. I will share my land with you, and you can pick the land that you want, and I will take the other part.
That is such a big boy decision to make. Oh, Abraham. So grown up.
So Lot picked the flat, grassy land, and Abraham stayed in his tents in the hills. And I don't think that Abraham lived in like Beverly Hills. Like, I don't think the people were out there walking around
carrying their nice glasses of wine, walking their little teacup dogs to the summer home, and dropping them off there before they went on their 35-day hot yoga retreats where they only wear kale chips as clothing.
I don't think it was those type of hills. I think it was more like,
that's a hill. Hill.
But Abraham lived in the hills, and Lot moved all of his tents to better land. But Abraham wasn't mad about any of it. And God was pleased with Abraham. And God said, I will take care of you. I will take care of your family. And I will give you all the land that you can see from here. God was promising Abraham all the land that Abraham could see. That surely would have stunk if Abraham was nearsighted. So Lot and his family and the animals and all their servants, they all moved to this place called Sodom. And Lot and his family were in danger living in Sodom, because the people of Sodom were wicked and sinful. And the people in Sodom enjoyed living sinful lives, and they hated God. So God decided that he was going to
destroy the city! Exclamation point.
So God sent 2 angels to visit Lot and to warn him. So the angels appeared to Lot, and they were trying to explain to him what God's plan was. They said, Hey yo Lot, you might want to get your family, skedaddle, and relocate, fella. The big boss upstairs is planning on raising the heat index in Sodom, and you don't want to be here for it. But Lot wasn't listening, and he wasn't in a hurry to leave. So the angel said, Alright Lot, hurry up buddy. Get your wife and get your 2 daughters and get to stepping. Run to the mountains and don't look back. That was very important that the angels told them not to look back at the city. So as Lot and his family were running out of the city, the big boss upstairs stayed true to his word, and he started raising the heat index, and he rained down fire on Sodom. And he destroyed the entire city and the valley where it was located. And while they were running, Lot's wife turned around and looked back. As soon as she turned around, she turned into a pillar of salt. Salt. But Lot and his daughters did not look back, and they kept running. And they found safety in the mountains where God told them to go. And God was merciful to them. And they moved on kind of fast from their mama being turned into a pillar of salt. Can you imagine being Lot's new neighbor in the mountains, and you come over and you're like,
knock, knock, knock. Hey neighbor, can I borrow some sugar and salt?
And Lot gives you like a little bag of sugar and a little chunk of his wife. Like, I wonder if Lot was ever sitting at dinner with the rest of his family and they were all munching on some food, and out of nowhere Lot goes, "Yeah, these French fries don't have any flavor. Hey Susie, pass your mama down here." Lot's wife being turned into a pillar of salt was actually very serious, because what it meant was that she had disobeyed what God told her to do. And so she got punished for it. And I'm just making jokes about it, alright? I'm just joking. Okay? So don't get offended or worried. Just take my jokes with a grain of salt. But Lot and his daughters made it out of Sodom safe and sound, and they were living in the mountains, and God was merciful to them. Now, I think the message that we get from this story is that the Lord keeps us safe. We must look to Him for protection at all times. And when we are protected by God, we have faith and we have trust to listen to what He says. And if we don't listen to God, well, there's going to be consequences, because we're putting ourselves in that situation with our own disobedience. But the good news is, God wants to protect us, and He wants us to be safe, and He wants us to thrive and have wonderful, amazing lives. And when we put our faith and our trust in Him, that's exactly what happens. Well, here we are again. I hope that you all thoroughly enjoyed the video today. It was a lot of fun to make. I pray that you understand the message and the importance of it. If you need to rewatch the last couple minutes just to get the message fresh in your mind again, there ain't no problem with that, baby. And I hope to see you guys next week. I love you, and God bless you.